Oh my
We
God,
do.
we're live.
Happy New Year!
Hey, literally Happy New Year. Oh yeah. Folks, hello and welcome to Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse. The
The
Triple
first
G.
one for 2024.
Yes. Goodbye to 2023. Go. Um, 2024. Be better for everybody, please. Please, we beg you. We beg you.
Certainly. Certainly.
So,
Good evening, everybody.
uh, first, huge thank you to Tora58 becoming a member of the
Yeah.
channel, which means that Tora is helping to support. So before we dive into today's show, members are going to be getting the fireside chats, which will start recording probably next week as my time starts freeing up. With these interviews with people in the community, including Glenn. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be one of our fireside chats, and you're going to hear how people.
Do it before I die.
Oh, all right. We'll move you up to the front line, Glenn.
Or you can wait until after I die. I'm be really talkative then.
We'll do it. We'll pull out the Ouija board for that one. It's like, hey, Glenn,
Okay.
how did you get into gaming, and how did you get into the creative aspect?
Yeah, I can see it. What's he saying? Can
Go
you
f
can you
yourself.
can you find me a game? I'm bored.
I'd be like, go talk to Jesus. Sorry. I went there. But fireside chats, we are also I am also pulling out bits and pieces from our live streams because I know some people go live stream 90 minutes, 2 hours of Tenkar and Glenn. But I try to pull out the best of some of the stuff that we've done and
We
put
got
it
a
up.
best.
It needs to be best of. Yes, it can be best of people.
Wow.
They're shorter. Some of them are going to be shorts. Some of them are going to be less than a minute, but most of
Of
them are going to be in
course.
the 8 to 10 aspect. So this is all stuff that we're doing new for 2024. Trying to be bigger, better, be a contender. A
By the
contender.
way, let me talk about this for a minute. I do
I
on my
didn't
lip
do
here.
it.
I do not have an STD. That's a cut.
Oh, damn it, Glenn. I was starting the rumors already. Holy shit.
No,
Uh,
it's not an STD. It's a cut from a fall I took. So, and it's healing quite nicely. I just don't know how I'm going to shave over it without opening it up.
I think you got to grow a mustache, Glenn.
No, I got to do a couple of headshots. I'm auditioning for a stage show in a couple of weeks. They want me to audition for On Golden Pond.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah. The director at when I went to the Gem Awards, the director came up to me and asked me to audition. And it's like, okay. And then Becky says, I don't think you should do a show right now. And I said, the last time you said that, I won an award. So
And what did she say?
she said, well, that was a different circumstance. Well, it's close enough for me.
There you go. Nothing holds my Glenn back. Glenn,
Yeah.
he's a fighter. He ducks, he weaves, he catches the
Well,
ball.
that show, it's like she said, I don't want you to do it. Says, I'm doing it. Just like I said, I'm doing it. I've been waiting 20 years to do The Odd Couple, and I'm going to do it.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
Well, I know you didn't play Felix. You're more of an Oscar. Or Murray.
I played Murray.
I was about to say, you're more
So
of an
I represented, cops represent. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, and I got best featured actor Gem Award.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that.
We have an award-winning co-host. I mean, I'm never going to win an award. I'm the only thing I
you know what you know
what
what
awards what awards
you know what I learned in my 40 plus years of doing stage.
What?
Don't trust my instincts.
Interesting.
So some of my best I don't go in. You don't go into an audition. I don't go into an audition saying I want this part or nothing. Because I end up getting like the second best part, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So I think the directors know better than I do.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot because they can visualize where you will fit in, like as opposed to like, I want to be whoever. You know, say I want to be Peter Pan. No, no, you're Hook, man.
Yeah. And
I'm,
there's some shows I know. There's some shows out there that I go in and I just know I'm going to get a certain part. I just know it, you know. And it's nice to go into a show and says, okay, I really want this one, but there's 2 or 3 others I can do too.
right.
And that works out well for me, and sometimes I get surprised. Like when I did Christmas Carol, that's a show I will do anything in that show. I love that story so much. I will play anything, and I ended up being Scrooge.
You got the lead. Whoa,
I got the
really?
lead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was bizarre. I said, I'd love to do like Marley's Ghost or something. Or I never played Marley's Ghost. I did another production where I was playing like 2 of the ghosts, Fezziwig and nephew Fred, and that was fun. That's why I said I'll do anything. I'll do anything. How do we seg this into role playing?
Well, actually, improv, but I do like Cal Scarface Hallstrom. That's gonna be, you know what? That could be a new character in Gangbusters. There. I just took us right to Gangbusters.
Yeah, I got this eating pizza.
Yeah, the pizza.
How you think I got this eating pizza?
It was one of those New York slices. You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
Let me say hello to my little friend.
Oh, we boy, caca. All right.
Okay, they say Scarface. I oddly think of Paul Muni in the original Scarface.
Okay. Well,
Capone.
fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
Yeah, I got to do I got to take a bullshit headshot for the show, and I said, what are you going to do about this? I said, well, that's what Photoshop's for.
Guess a little bit over here. I can.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If Stalin could remove people from photographs back in the 30s and 40s, I'm sure a little Photoshop can remove us.
I just cussed. Why aren't you taking a drink? Isn't this a drinking game? Whenever I cuss, you take a drink. Game,
but it could be
because I don't cuss.
Well, all right, true, but I've known you long enough to have heard you cuss. You just don't cuss on the air.
That's right. Well, it's the radio training. Yes, it's the broadcasting training.
I mean, and I can understand that. Like when in the NYPD, you don't curse over the radio when you're doing your transmissions. And I had an exception to that one Christmas when I was a sergeant, and I think it was 2000 and Christmas of 2003, and one of the things that was always an issue was housing, which was a different division with the NYPD. Never had people working housing, so patrol, the precinct, had to pick up their job, and there was a job in housing. It was an unconscious infant, and it went to one of my cars, and I hear, "Yeah, Sandra, can you Christmas Day? Can you advise if housing is available?" And I went over the radio, and I flat out said, "Ethan, pick up your fucking job." 2-6 Sergeant Essential, only responding to Sector Reddy's job along with Sector Reddy. I was expecting to get written up for that. Did not. And by the way, that was my Christmas miracle. That kid was not.
Hi, Dave.
That kid was literally not breathing, And foster grandma got so panicky when she met me in the lobby, she threw this kid at me from like 4 feet away, and
Wow.
kid like impacted my chest and my shoulder, and all I heard was as the kid threw up all over my back and started crying. And I was like, there we go. Christmas miracle, because I would not have been able to do that my own. So thank you, God. You work in mysterious ways. And
I don't know why this reminds me of this, but I did a short stint on as a DJ in Mammoth Lakes
where's Mammoth Lake?
and California.
Ah,
It's like 2 hours away from. It's about 2 hours away from Tahoe, 3 hours away from Reno.
okay.
It's Mammoth Lakes. You know, you get the Mammoth ski resort, ski resort up there in the winter. But anyway, I was. It was like a Friday afternoon, and the program manager was out, and I played this one song. It wasn't dirty or anything. It was just an unusual song, and I got a call. It was the program manager. She was buddy with people like the police chief and stuff. I was sitting there talking to the police chief, and this came on. You play something like that again, I'm kicking you. You're fired. And normally Glenn would go, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." But all I did, my second wife was there. All I did was turn around and smile. And she said, "What's you? What's with you?" It says, "I finally got my first admonishment from a program director. I have made it in radio."
There you go.
Yeah. I was just.
By the way, we got a good segue from John.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah. I'd be surprised how much they enjoy playing a character that wasn't their first choice. Interesting.
Or they don't have a character, you hand them one.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, it requires you to embrace it and make it your own, right? I mean, isn't that? I mean, when I go to a convention, I am not like, oh, I'm going to be playing in whatever kind of campaign or session. I don't get locked onto, oh, well, I got to play a. No, what I usually
that, and
do,
the other thing.
Yeah, what I generally do is I allow everybody else to choose or start choosing. And then I go, all right, what's left? What do we need? Oh, okay. I'll be the fallen Jedi, the old drunkard. I'll be that.
I go for the experience, the game experience at the table. Not I want to play a specific thing. And in fact, I got so good at it, I got arrogant about it. I just walk up to a table and say, "Give me anything, just hand me one. I'll play it. I'll play the hell out of it." And I just sit down and whatever it was. Because I can make up personas.
Right. No,
for a character. You just give me a character that's a class and a bunch of stats. I'm home free. I mean, remember your Tiggle Manor game that I played?
Yep.
I still got Rummy LaRue around here somewhere. The drunk fighter the drunk fighter who carried around a chainmail sock puppet and talked to it.
Oh my God, yes.
I still got Rummy LaRue here somewhere.
Well, if I run another Swords and Wizardry game, bring it because you'll level up. Oh my God, that is a memory. That was fun, and it was like, all right, we got to lay out this. Well, it was multiple tablecloths or.
No, it was shower curtains, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's like all on the floor. We had like move tables out of the way. And I had to use.
I remember you walking around trying not to step on the miniatures.
And I was like, I don't normally like using miniatures, but I think this time I got to use miniatures. It's like, oh my God! So here,
you had laser point. You had a laser pointer too. I remember that.
Yep. Here, I'm going to give you a true confession about that game session. So the Frog God version was not available out. That's why we were doing it, because they were kickstarting it. So I went from the original and I looked at the original and I was like, "Ooh, crap! There's no way this is going to work for first level adventurers. How is that going to?" And I went, "All right, wipe it clean, and then in your mind just rebuild it. Like, what are the key features about this? It's haunted. It's it's one of those like carnival type adventures, crazy fun house. And just rebuild it from that, and then let the players fill in the
Oh,
blanks.
it's
You guys
it's
were
it's yeah.
amazing.
Well, at that point, I would probably pull out like Castle Amber and see if I can make some kind of millage or comparison with that, because it's a similar thing. In
Yeah.
fact, a mutual, I'm going to call him acquaintance of ours, Vince,
Mm-hmm.
he said that every time he looks at Tago Manor, he hears like carnival music because it's like a funhouse dungeon, he says.
Okay.
I said, well, you might have a point there. But let me repeat the running here's something that comes up every once in a while when Save or Die was on, and they probably should talk about it. Elizabeth, Mike and Elizabeth, and Elizabeth talked about when she first did Teagle Manor with the group, they decided to go in through the back, and that was a mistake.
Oh
All
yeah.
the He says, well, we don't want to go through the front. Something will attack us. Let's go through the back.
More stuff will attack you. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
nothing. Yeah, nothing. That's like the time I ended up on what was it, Temple of Elemental Evil. I took that door in one of the towers that was next to it
Uh
that I did not know dropped you to level 4 in the temple.
oh, Express, yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
been to
would.
Temple in decades, but I used to love running that.
Here's what happened. We got down there, and the first thing we ran into was the basilisk. Gage's character got turned to stone. I immediately grabbed him, turned tail, and ran back up. I says, all right, let's get him back to normal and let's do it the right way. So they managed to dispel it or whatever the hell they could do. And it's all right, fine. Let's just go through the front.
Let's not try to do any shortcuts. So the doctor's like us. He takes the leftovers.
Yes, it's fun. It's fun. I Somebody handed me a dwarf for this when I was at Origins a long time ago. Somebody handed me a dwarf for a game, and I played a shell shocked dwarf whose party totally got the rest of them got TPK'd by a mind flare. He was the only survivor, and he was so shell shocked he'd go through it and he thought everything was a mind flare, no matter what it was. He'd say, something about you tentacled son of a bitch, and it's like it's a kobold.
I see tentacles everywhere. It's like a Japanese anime.
Yeah,
Can't help myself.
and that was fun. That's the first time I ever heard anybody utter. It was the GM. I heard anybody utter "f me" because of something I did. He goes, "Well, f me."
Well, listen. I'll be honest with you. If you, as a player, can do something that gets a reaction from your GM, and you and that use it at F me is you're doing something not that's fucking up the GM's plans, but you're doing something that is out of the box, not expected, and within character, and inside or outwardly, they're laughing or they're really enjoying it. That's when you know, as a player, you've arrived.
Yes,
So
yes. Oh, so, John said Hasbro's. Here we go. This is good
yeah,
for 15 minutes. Hasbro stock downgraded to neutral.
I didn't know
Gee,
anything
I
about
wonder why. Could it have to be with firing a lot of people?
Could it be?
Was it Satan?
Let's see. Well, let's see from Google. Market Watch, Hasbro Incorporated stock rises Friday, still underperforms market. Another article: following layoffs, Hasbro sells film, TV business, and retires $400 million in debt. I don't know how that works. I am not.
Wow.
Yeah, we need Michael Potter for that one. Hasbro company
Or Harry
terminates
Potter.
Analyst on downgrade. Hasbro call volume above normal and directionally bullish. This is so. Listen, we don't give stock advice at all, and I would never give any advice on Hasbro. If you look at the trends, and I'm gonna look at the last 6 months. You know, the last 6 months, their high was around $72, $73. They're sitting now at 48. I know the arguments are, hey, it's tanking, it'll continue to tank. Or the other argument is, well, it can't get much lower. I got news for you. I own stocks that went down to like 8 cents and I bought in at like $3. The only thing I ever invested in that made me any kind of money was Sirius XM. I bought in at 16 cents. I think now it's like $5 a share. But I only had $80 in my investment account at the time. So it didn't make, I didn't become a millionaire from it, folks. I'm sorry. I wish I did.
Well, you know, I first heard, okay, WotC lays off $1,100. I didn't think twice about it. It's like, yeah, they're just using a page from TSR's book.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But we go, but they're firing the main creative guys. I said, yeah, TSR did that too.
Well, so did WotC. WotC did that during the era of...
talk to like Frank Mincer.
Yeah.
He was one.
You know, here's the thing. What happens, and this shouldn't be a surprise, but the new edition is coming out this year, which means, all right, sorry, and let me rewind that. The new 5e rule set, because it's still the 5e rule set, but it's not the same rule set that you're playing with now. I mean, it is, but it isn't. The 2024 rules are essentially set in stone. So if the rules have been written, what don't you need? You don't need rules writers, right? Or the ones that you had, you can cut development because that's already a sunk cost in 2023. And you're not writing a new rule set in 2024. You're publishing it. So, you know,
it'll be 5-5. Talk about bad entry ideas, ignoring all advice and going down the well and Rapana Thuck. I have not been down the well. I don't dare go down the well.
Don't go down the well. What? Go down the well. He said go down the well.
I mean, it's not like going down the yawning portal to Undermountain. It's way worse.
Doc,
I've read that part. And you know, I don't go down that well. I've gone through the what's the one you always ran.
Mouth of Doom.
I've gone to the Mouth of Doom, but I have not been down the well.
There you go. Doc, a few years ago in a game we played pets. I played a hedgehog. Now that's blowing my mind because hedgehogs don't really make great pets, but okay, thank you, Doc. It was a hell of a fun. He took out a trio of alley cats. All right, so now here, that's going to put me on a parallel course. Bunnies and Burrows. Back when Bunnies and Burrows was being rebooted by Frog God, I got to run a session or two of Bunnies and Burrows using their Bunnies and Burrows light rules that Frog God put out. Kind of like Swords Wizardry Light. All the rules you can fit on 4 pages. And my gaming group, who I shall not name out of the desire to protect them, these playing bunnies, they not only killed a neighborhood cat, but then they violated the neighborhood cat as it was dead because we're bunnies and we
mate.
We mate with everything. So it was necrophilia, bunnies and burrows. I think I tried to tell Dennis that story, and I right in the background going, "Oh God!" I don't think it fit the image of what he thought his game was going to be.
I have yet to play Bunnies and Burrows. Every year I finally went up to Dennis. I said, I'm never at your table. He says, yeah, why is that? I said, I don't know. Just never been at your table. I never played Bunnies and Burrows, but I did play Creeks and Crawdads. That was fun.
Doc, Hasbro stock may have been downgraded, but they still made a large profit in 2023, mostly thanks to Magic and D&D.
Another guy said Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, but Baldur's Gate 3 is where the money came from. Otherwise, D&D did not make a huge profit. Magic did. Their toys and board games lost money. They took a $3.5 billion write-off on the sale of E1, the movie and the TV show producing company. They bought it. They bought in for, or maybe it was 2.5 billion, but they bought in for, I think, for $3 billion. And they sold it for $500 million. So that's a huge loss. But now remember, the magic accounting math of big business is that that's not
and
a
Hollywood.
Loss. And Hollywood is that you can make numbers, say whatever story you want. Your losses can make it seem like you made a profit, and when you make a profit, you can find a way to bring up your losses so you don't pay the taxes. So it all depends on what you're trying to show. Now, again, if it wasn't for Baldur's Gate, oh, and by the way, the D&D movie lost money too. If it wasn't for Baldur's Gate, WotC as a division probably would have been in the red. That was free money, and they're not going to have that in 2024. In 2024, they have the forever. I'm going to call it the forever D&D rules. Forever 5e, the new 5e rules. Forever 5e rules are going to come out. And are they going to be a moneymaker? I don't know. I would not invest my money
hold my breath
right now because WotC has shown their ability to fuck up a good thing. They did it with the OGL, or tried to, and they've also shown their ability to fix their mistakes in the most fucked up way. Like, oh, we should never done it with the OGL. Put into Creative Commons. Oh, wait a second. We just put Strahd into Creative Commons? How does that happen? Oh, because you dumb pieces of shit didn't actually pay attention to what you were doing. So, yeah, the house that Gary built is sometimes made with straw and mud and not sticks and stones. If that makes any sense, it might not.
It makes sense to me. So, yeah.
All right. But Glenn and I are on the same wavelength, which is probably not the normal wavelength for most of our viewing public.
So what have you been up to?
Well, we didn't, because of the holidays. We haven't had a game. We should have had a game this week, but that had to get skipped because it's still kind of like the holidays. So I guess next Tuesday we will pick up again the Joe the Lawyer AD&D 2E by the books with two.
Yeah, Monday. The Monday game's going to happen next week, and I had Matt's game last night, which turned into basically a 3-hour shopping trip because we were between adventures and everybody wanted to level up and train. He makes everybody train, so he had to adjust the timeline and what are you doing while you're doing that? Anyway, I gave him a good idea for an adventure, so we're going to be doing that.
Okay, that's cool.
Last adventure, we defeated a blue dragon, and I took a big chunk of that and brought it to a butcher in town to make blue dragon jerky.
Blue dragon. Was that inspired by Blue Rooster?
Nope. And the jerky turned out pretty good, but you got to chew it forever, and boy, do you have gas afterwards. I say, everybody's go, do we shoot lightning out of our butts? No, you don't shoot lightning out, but the farts are atmospheric at best.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
And so we're off to help the butcher find the guy who was supposed to bring salt in for his meats. He says, well, the reason why it's not as good as usual is because I'm running out of salt. My guy should have been here 2 weeks ago. Something happened to him. Go find him. Okay, fine. Might be free meat later. 500 gold pieces, of course. Oh, no, Kathleen. No, Kathleen Kennedy. No, Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, we're too busy burning her at the stake for her to do that.
We've got a beer that sells really, really, really well and tastes like shit. We want people to realize it tastes like shit. How can we make people not want to drink it?
Yeah. I mean, she ruined Star Wars. She's like that broad. And you're lucky I said broad.
Like a broadside, or what are we talking
about? I'll take that.
Okay.
So I've been doing that and reading. I'm still reading this book. It's been 3 weeks and I'm still reading this.
All right. Hold on.
I don't
you want to be a game master.
I don't usually read books like this, but it got such a good reviews, and it's written by Justin Alexander, who does the Alexandrian blog. That I picked it up, and it is something. I've only gotten about 80 pages, and this is 300 plus pages, but all the stuff he does a good job on show you how to be a game master. Plus, he covers everything in here. Look, I'm giving a review. Wow. Maybe I don't have to do it on my channel.
Don't get spoiled, folks. It's a review, but we're not a review channel. Well, maybe we'll
a review channel. But he does good stuff. So check it out when you can. And you know what kills me?
What
is there? Justin's not doing a PDF. He sells it on Amazon.
Is there a Kindle version?
I believe there is.
Okay.
Which is funny because he puts a couple of forms in there that the GM could use. It's like, well, if we had a PDF, we could print them out real easy. But we don't.
Maybe they're available on his website. I don't know. I'd have to check.
Could be. I haven't looked.
It might, Rabbit. It might. Would I put a form in there if my friend Muggsy was there? All right, Rabbit. Wolf convinced me.
You and Brian are the only ones that quote that cartoon.
Oh my God!
I didn't think it was all that clever. I didn't think. I mean, Looney Tunes is hilarious, but I didn't think it was all that funny.
Listen, it's just funny in the absurdity of it. The absurdity of would I turn on the gas if my friend might be all right?
I know.
When I saw a writing match, and the fact that it already happened with Bugs faking it, and then it happened for real. I was
with the real cop.
Then it's like, oh, okay, you've convinced me. I'll look for a Muggsy in the city. And it's like, all right,
okay. That cartoon was a remake anyway.
Oh, really? Of what?
Yeah, Bugs and Thugs was a remake of one from the early 40s or the late 40s that Fritz Reeling directed. Only it wasn't Muggsy and the other guy. It was Edward G. Robinson, and his sidekick was Peter Lorre.
Oh, damn!
And you kids, I know you kids don't know who they are, but
damn you kids! I mean, that they were a generation or two prior to me, but I know all that stuff because that's what you watched on the weekends. You saw these people back when, your local network shows on the weekends weren't running sports 24/7. They were actually running like movies and stuff. So
that's right. That's right. I'm doing Fred Willard. That's right.
That's right. You back when you had the 4:30 the 4:30 movie 5 days a week, which is great because they took like a 2-hour movie and chopped out enough to run commercials and squeeze it in before the
Yes.
6 o'clock news. But then they found it was cheaper to
Yes.
just put news on at 5 o'clock. So now you have like an hour and a half of local news, and then you have your half an hour national news, and nobody cares anyway. Everybody's getting their news from other sources. Nobody's watching that.
Okay. Bugs and Thugs was his own Fritz Freeling's own remake of a 46 cartoon Racketeer Rabbit. So Rocky and Hugo are basically Edward G. Robinson and Peter Lorre. So
Okay.
and it's a funny cartoon. I like it. I like it better than Bugs and Thugs.
You see, they don't show the original. The inspirational one. They don't show that.
Oh, I've seen it many a time. In
Really?
fact, I do have it on DVD also. So.
Well, that's you can see it on demand, but
Yeah.
oof.
Oh, I remember watching it a lot.
By the way, folks, at 9 o'clock, it's our Christmas Day 11 will commence.
That's still going on?
Yeah, and tomorrow is Three Kings Day. So on the blog, we'll wrap it up. We've got a box set that I will put in the mail for somebody of the TSR2 Top Secret SI box game.
That's good.
So we're gonna and that's gonna be tomorrow. But today we're gonna have some PDFs and some
Okay.
a gift certificate for people for drive
Three
through.
Kings. We three kings of Orient are trying to smoke a loaded cigar.
All right.
It was a 2-bit cigar. It was loaded. It exploded. That's why we traveled far. Never heard that?
No, never heard that. That must be a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I blame it on allergies, but I think allergies are done.
Yes, Doc. I figured you'd know that cartoon. I'm sure you used it in tune at one time.
Well,
And I don't know it.
You don't know it? They give a poet. Hickory dickory dock. I'm not gonna do it. No.
Oh boy, yeah. Thank you, Dice Man.
Andrew Dice Clay is not where I go for my humor. Hey, it's like, all right, it's the Fonz on like steroids. No, thank you.
Oh yeah. That. Yeah. You're right, Doc.
That makes sense.
They saw Clark Gable eating it in the movie, and what the hey?
What's up, Doc?
What the hey? Are they talking about? We can talk about farting again if you want. Yeah.
Did I do that?
Oh Lord!
It wasn't me. Trust me. If it was
me, I know.
okay.
We got 2 dogs around here, and one is like nuclear farts.
Oh yeah.
Becky will be working in her office, and the dog's lying over here. It's like, oh man,
Glenn, did you do that? No. It was the dog.
I'm in the other room.
Wow, you're really powerful, Glenn. I'm really impressed. That was when I was a kid. Whenever when you remember when we were younger, there was like one TV in the house, maybe a small black and white if you were like lucky somewhere else, but everybody sat down around the TV set and watched like the evening news, all generations. Mm-hmm. And the room would stink at one point, and the cat always got blamed. And it wasn't until like 10 years later that I realized it wasn't the cat. The cat's dead, and the stink is still happening. Somebody of a prior generation was blaming the cat. So it's like,
I remember we were driving from my first wife Missy and I were driving from San Francisco Bay Area to LA, And my friend Dana was in the back because he came to visit us, and we were taking him home. We wanted to visit anyway. And we took our dog. And the dog was a little whippet. I mean, she was a cute little thing. But in the back seat, he was with the dog, and every once in a while, I'd be sitting driving, and all of a sudden, I hear, "Oh!" and then I smell sulfur because the dog would fart. He'd go, "Oh!" and light a match. And about halfway through the trip, I said, "Oh no, what? I'm out of matches."
Can't do it anymore. Can't burn it off. You'll have to learn to just embrace the moment, Glenn. Embrace it.
Yes.
Come to the
Bugs Bunny on
tavern.
nuclear farts.
Yep. Listen, we never said we were mature, okay? I'm just saying, you don't come.
Age is just a number anyway.
You don't come to the tavern for. You might want your mind opened a bit when you come to the tavern, but you're not going to be. It's not going to be science, all right? We're not going to be discussing.
Well, they're all coming for our milkshake, so.
All right, listen. I am science. I am
science.
I am Dr. Fauci, and I am science. So if you come to the tavern, I can teach you science as Dr. Fauci. Just believe.
She blinded me with methane.
She blinded me with. It didn't come. It didn't come. It came from the wet market. That's why it smelled like that. Just take our word for it. It's the narrative, and we're sticking with it. Oh God, yeah, Doc, you got 2 dogs around you right now. Yeah, when our Dotson lets one go, I was like, my wife's always like at night. So it's like, was that you? I was like, no, that one wasn't me. Okay, that was the dog. Okay, you can. Mine have like more like human smells to it. God only knows what the dog is eating. Yeah, this is a topic that really makes a must-listen discussion. Thank you, Johnny. We do cry. It is why is the top of my head getting cut off? It is something that it's near and dear to our hearts. The more we eat, the more
what, farting?
we fart.
All right. I think the gas is out of this discussion.
I think we've beaten the horse to the point
you don't give dogs broccoli unless you want to get stunk out of the house.
No, instead give them Brussels sprouts and cauliflower. Maybe. My dog is a picture of silent but deadly. All right, it's sort of raunchy. Oh, you got to get it fixed, and then you get rid of the raunchiness.
Pictures, or never happen.
I don't want pictures of the raunchy dog. I've been scarred for life by raunchy dog. I don't need to know about the raunchy dog. Yeah, cats and dogs should file a class action for that. They've been blamed for stink for decades, not hundreds of years. Tammy's throwing Tom under the bus. I am not going to read that out loud, but I'll let it linger on the screen for another few seconds because lingering is where it's at. Oh,
yeah. Well, that shows you care for a friend's care. He just stinks everything up for you.
Well, as an aside, I don't know if this is science or not, but my experience is, if they have volume, they generally stink less. It's the ones that sneak out that have the more odorous effect. But I could just be talking out of my ass on that one. I don't know. I could be. James says he has MTV flashbacks in his head now.
Nothing wrong with that. Discourse, we're talking about. Yep, it is going to be a good year.
It's gonna be a goddamn fine year. It's gonna.
You got that right.
Listen, why are we talking about farts? Because
I brought it up
forever. No, 2024 D&D is going to
hey, started about a discussion of one of my games, so it was related.
It was
Okay?
like, I was like, Glenn, are you running a game? Because I can smell something, Glenn. I can smell what the
Don't start me. Don't start me about Mr. Poop Pants. Do not start me about that.
Whoa, I don't. Wait. Did I miss something? And maybe I got to catch up here in the chat, but I haven't seen anything about Mr. Poop Pants. Is that a character you play?
No. This was a discussion long ago. I think it was on Ian World or Nothing Land or one of the other discussion boards about a guy that some people knew that would not leave the game table. He was so hooked on the game, he would just go in his seat rather than leave the game. Now, yes, I warned you, but I'm just going to let that lie there and not touch it. I wouldn't touch it.
Well,
anyway.
I hope you wouldn't touch it. Jesus Christ. That's, you know what? And listen, we could do a whole episode on gamer etiquette, we'll just call it, and con etiquette, and it's changed over the years, by the way. And I just to touch on it briefly, when I went to
bacon brownies.
Yeah, when I went to when I went to Gen Con back in '94, and when I you lost my track. And when I went to a convention at Columbia University back in the late '80s, Gamer Funk was a thing. All right.
Oh yes, very much so.
I mean, you could smell it in the hallways. You sat down at a table. There were at least two stinking bodies that believed that showering was like, I bathe once a week and I'm good for it. What deodorant? Antiperspirant?
The webcomic Something Positive did a whole one issue or one thing on this one time where one of the girls are talking, and basically it's like, are you a gamer and have funk and blah 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 blah. And so many game stores printed that out and hung it up in the game store.
I mean, we've come a long way. Okay. I mean, and I swear, there was a day when people from my generation, I guess, thought bathing was something that, I do it on a
That's what
weekly
adults
basis.
do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, it's like the Old West. Like we'll all share the same bathwater for a week, and then, no, let's not even do that. Let's not even go there. We have access to clean water, and we can bathe, and we've learned that. Rach will tell you that she goes to North Texas with me every year. She's one that will certainly my tolerance based upon my prior occupation of gamer funk is a little bit beyond most, only because dealt with some really horrible smells as a cop. But I think I've only heard Rach over all these years of gaming at conventions complain about gamers funk, I don't know, 3 times. And it was not multiple people. It was one person. It's like
Yep.
one.
When I was in the RPGA long time ago during third edition, there was a guy who had such bad gamer funk, and this rather large guy. And I remember the GM, my friend Mike. His wife was also in the RPGA, but she went into the game store or whatever, because we were playing in the game store. She went to the bathroom and pulled out a can of Lysol, stood behind him about 3 feet and sprayed. He did
Not
not.
a voter
He did not.
come back.
He did not get the point.
Oh, what do you say?
we were
Return.
we were thankful. We were thankful at the table. But
Is there an odor here? I don't smell anything. Everything seems fine.
Mhm.
When I was in college, we had one guy. We had a D&D club, and because we inherited a club where I guess the old leadership all graduated, and we inherited a club where nobody wanted to be the president, so I was made the president because I didn't show up when the voting was happening, or else I would have shut it down. But in any case, we had one guy who we referred to as the Geek Master, and the Geek Master uh, wore his glasses like on his nose, in front of his nose. First time he walked into the club room, he had like a world map on the sides of like I don't know 18 sheets of graph paper, all taped
Oh
together.
boy.
And but he also stank. He didn't bathe, and I think he wore the same clothes. And listen, people wear the same pants a couple of days. That's fine. You wear the same shirt, the same underwear, the same
Couple
shirt.
of weeks.
Yeah,
Couple of
I
weeks.
mean, because I'll be honest with you, I only wear pants when I'm going out the house. If I made it, moment I step in the house, it's like the pants are coming off. Oh, I don't care. Oh, my mother's cousin's coming over. Yeah, Joni, your family. Yeah, they're boxer briefs. Consider them shorts without any underwear underneath it. How about that? But it was he'd walk into that little confined club room, and it was
Mhm.
like it was gag time, gag
Yeah.
time. So yeah, it
Wow.
was again.
I've been fortunate that I don't really smell. Um,
Well, I'm glad you
I
don't
know this. No, not.
you
I
left
have
below from the house.
testimony by other. I have testimony from other people. I don't have an odor until, I mean, I have to be like months out
Right.
to actually detect an odor on me. But I still bathe, you know. Um, oh, by the way, Doc said posting short videos from DunderCon next month over on Facebook. Hey, I'd like to see those. We still got some North Texas videos on YouTube here. Mike doesn't do that anymore.
No, we might have.
I wish I wish he would film more games, and put them up. That'd be nice.
What I want to see is seminars. I want the seminars filmed. I know,
That too.
and I know there's talk about uh trying to get certain names together and have them do a seminar, whether it's about the OSR or about how the OSR and 5e can work together.
Mhm.
But I've yet to see uh, the more people involved in your seminar, the harder it is to get it up and running because everybody's schedules don't match. They're all over the place. So, especially
Tell
when,
me about it.
it's one thing if the people involved in the seminar get their seminar together, but when a third party tries to match people up, you don't match people up. That's been my experience. Tom, TMI, sorry, tough Nick is to you. David, when I worked at Games Workshop, we had a customer who smelled real bad. The boss would follow him around the shop, casually spraying air freshener behind him. Oof, that's painful. By the way, folks, get your comments in. StreamYard grabs you for the giveaway tool by
Oh no!
commenting. What?
Are we going to do that?
In a few minutes, we're going to give away stuff.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Now, the Philadelphia Game
Ooh,
Expo, the Philly Game Expo is
uh,
going on this weekend. Wish we were
yes, it is.
there next year.
Podcasters assemble. I wish I was there to be on the panel, but I'm not. So carry on, Doc.
Giveaways,
I'm with you.
Ken?
I'm with you.
Giveaways?
I always wanted to do a seminar. I never did a seminar.
Um, I've been approached about doing seminars, but then
Really?
it never happened. Yes, but then it never happened.
I'd like to do stuff like how to write an incident adventure, something along that line.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love going to seminars. I mean, I prefer going to seminars
Oh, I
sometimes
like them too.
over like attending some. It's like, oh, cool game session. Oh, cool seminar. I'll take the seminar. It's more instructive, I think. Oh, I think the
Yeah.
Goodman Game seminars are coming up or something.
I used to like when I went to DungeonCon, I used to love the seminars and the auction. The auction was a lot of fun, and you didn't need deep pockets for it either.
No. Okay. I do like the midnight auction at North Texas. Occasionally I get something good. Or occasionally I'm the butt of a joke, but that's okay.
Let's see, not this year, but 2025, Gage turns 21, so he could probably go to the midnight auction.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's 20 this year.
I don't think
until September, he turns 21.
I don't think anybody would prove him. They'd be like,
he's pretty good.
I know, he's like my son at that age.
He looks pretty mature.
Yep. And he's
he's been going, like, people have been watched him grow up. Let me put it that way.
And that's the great thing about North Texas. I've seen so many youth turn into young adults, period, that, you're like, I remember when Ben Barsh was just only as tall as me, as opposed to a foot taller than me. It's like, I remember when you were just 5'9", as opposed to nearly 7 feet and playing basketball.
Becky Gage is already as tall as her. She's 5'10". Oh, flea market! I love the flea market too. I forgot about that.
There's a flea market.
Yeah, it's a flea market for anybody who wants to bring stuff to sell, aside from the merchants dealer's room, but they can only run it when the dealer's room closes for the day. Then they will open the flea market for a few hours.
Right.
Yeah, I got some good deals in there a couple times.
Dave, some of the teens I ran D&D for have kids of their own now. Makes me feel old. Well,
welcome to the club.
Yeah. But yeah, you're only as old as you feel, but you know what? Sometimes I feel as old as I am.
Age is just a number.
I gotta really shit my nose before we get the giveaway tool up here on the screen here.
We really getting into the gross stuff tonight,
Yeah,
first of the year.
Must
be first of the year.
First of the year? First of the year?
Oh, let's blame it on that.
All right. We are going to start collecting comments. So I'm going to give you guys another 20 seconds. Randomly 20 seconds for you all to put up some comments. And I was slipping into a Norm Macdonald voice, but I can't maintain that very long because
we're gonna do a giveaway here. Yeah.
But it's not your mother. It's
rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah. Oh God, it's one of the funniest comedians.
Yeah. All the funny ones are dying, man. Him, Gilbert Gottfried, Shecky Green just died. He was 99.
Shecky was 90. Oh, Jesus. All right. He lived a long...
I'm 66, so I got another 33.
33?
Yeah, 33 years. Yeah. I want to hit the 100 mark. You know just died the other day? Remember Glynis Johns, the actress?
Oh, God. I wrote something about she was... what?
Oh, 100. She died a couple of days ago. She was 100. That's why I keep saying I should have been a professional actor. They live forever.
And forever. Well, they get that special actor.
I mean, not talking about on the movies or the TV. It's just that they're long lived now. You know, I should have got my union card a long time ago.
Yes, Doc. I can't handle the comments. All right. Oh, Matthew.
Hey, she played the. Yes, she did on Mary Poppins. She's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Welcome to AARP, Matthew.
I liked her in The Court Jester, but God, she was pretty. God, she was gorgeous.
Excuse me. All
Another
right.
crush I had.
We're gonna do from the Dice Bros first.
Congratulations, Matthew.
If the Verolts win either of the first two prizes from the Dice Bros, they won them on Wednesday. You can't double dip on the same stuff, not prizes. Gifts. You can't double dip on the gifts. Winner, chicken dinner. Look at it. I was only 13 in that initial draw.
Here we go.
One of them is me, and
isn't there a sound to this? You know, like on Price is Right.
Bob.
So what is
don't let anybody tell you, Bob.
So tell us, Johnny, what does Bob win?
Well, don't ever let Bob tell you he's not good enough, because he's good enough this time.
A new car.
No new car. Bob, you got to email me at tencars.tavern@gmail.com.
What does he get?
Oh, you actually want to know what your gift is? Whoa, you get a bundle of Wizard Funk. Now, when we say Wizard Funk, we don't mean stink. We do mean the PDF set from Thad and Robin. Not Batman and Robin, but Thad and Robin. It's in PDF. And email me at the address on the screen, tencars.tavern@gmail.com. Put OSR Christmas Day 11.
Or you could trade it for the box Carol Merrill is standing by over there.
By the way, the box has nothing in it. So if you trade it for the box, you get Jack.
Okay, what's the next prize we're going for?
And Bob, by the way, just a reminder, in the subject, say, "Hey, this is Bob G. I'm being gifted Wizard Funk." Make my life simple, all right? Because my life is not simple enough as it is. All right. Also coming from Thad and team is an OSR sticker and a Barrel Maze patch. This goes out
is this the Barrel Maze patch that looks like the Metallica logo? Good. Those are cool. Gage bought one. He loved it.
All right.
Did you know Gage is a metalhead? Go.
I don't know. Hold on. I'm like, Don, Eric, you need to tell me or them. I don't know what I need to tell, so do tell. Hold on. For the sticker in the patch, international, it goes worldwide, and the wide world. Oh, what price? Yes, Johnny D. You get a sticker and a Barrel Maze patch. Email me at the address below on your screen. When you email me again, in the subject, OSR Christmas, Day 11, and say, "Hey, I won this, and you got to give me a mailing address." It doesn't magically
mail itself.
It doesn't mail itself. God damn it.
What we got some more? We got another one?
From On the Tabletop, PDF copy of Holmes and Clark and with other digital goodies. So I'm going to to make sure we had we got 13 people in the mix.
Boom, Dave. It's going international, folks.
David, reach out to me at the address below. Say, "Hey, bro, I got on the tabletop. Hey, paisan. All right. Next is James Mishler Games. It is 12 PDFs, as far as I could count, for Shadow Dark, for James Mishler's Shadow Dark series,
Wow.
plus the Isle of Eldisor for Labyrinth Lord. So, drawing again. Well, odds are good, folks. It's like Wheel of Fortune. Ah!
Doc, yeah, Doc got it.
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum, ba-da. All right, folks. Last and possibly least is a $10 drive-through RPG gift certificate. This is kind of like Wheel of Fortune when it's like, oh, you bought. Remember back in the day, you all right? So you bought the $2,000 vases that are made in Thailand, and you got the furniture that nobody wants. You'll get the rest of it in a gift certificate to a store. No, it's drive through. It's $10, and it's basically, I like to say, it's your money because it comes from affiliate sale. It comes back to me.
Hey,
Hey, I can't win.
do again.
Do it again.
Tammy! You said she already won.
Oh, she's allowed to win that. She's not allowed to win the first two prizes because they already have them in the family. Tammy,
All right.
you know how to get in touch, right? I ain't gonna repeat myself no more. But you
But
know how
do they,
you
do
know
they
how
ever do they ever pick these up?
the gifts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I figure about 1 in 12, maybe 1 in 15 gifts goes unclaimed.
Hmm.
Now, folks, again, tomorrow on the blog site, tencarstavern.com, going to be the last giveaways of OSR Christmas, the last gifting. And
Yay!
I will be including a still in shrink top secret SI box set. This was
Woohoo!
donated by the guys of the company that was formerly known as TSR 2. So I will be putting that into the mix tomorrow.
They,
That will
they,
right.
oh wow.
Wow. Yeah.
You said it's still in shrink.
Still in shrink.
Oh, that means that Merle didn't get to sign it.
No.
Oh,
If you find Merle at a convention, you can get the
have
man
him
to
sign
sign
it.
All right, folks. Not new TSR. No, 2 TSR. Not new TSR. 2 TSR. And I'm sorry, I'm pulling a blank on Solarian Games is their new company name.
Ah,
I just put a
okay.
link up on this in the chat. It is for Blue Rooster American Kitchen.com.
Spices.
And that, look at that. Ignore the last part where it says opens in a new tab because it should not. That
Oh,
shouldn't.
what? Wait
I
a
don't.
minute. I
I don't
put
know.
that up there. Oh, it didn't say anything on here when I put it up here. Oh well.
Here, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it back up without that.
Link unreachable. Well, shop the
There,
end. There you go.
there,
That's
there.
the
Try that link. That link may be reachable. It is the best kitchen flavoring
spices.
spices that I have in my kitchen, and I
Worth the money.
really can't say that enough. The garlic, it is like fresh garlic.
Out of this world.
It really is spot on. So this is uh,
I'm not saying that because my wife is doing it. I'm saying it because I use it too, and it's fantastic.
yeah. So I mean, my go to is the garlic. My second go to is the onion because they work on like every dish. So
Mm-hmm. I got
I'm
paprika coming too, and I believe chili powder. I'm not sure.
yeah. There's a total of 4, and I have
There's 4 right now. I wanted
the-
to get get the cinnamon back. The cinnamon was great.
Ooh. See, like, so folks, so this isn't Gamer's House.
Bob.
But, yep.
Bob, thank you. I'll tell Becky. She said it worked. You said it worked really well.
Yeah, it really is. Again, I use garlic with almost everything that I cook. I use it in my salad dressing. So I made a salad, not to turn into Gamer's Health, but I did a salad for Rachel and I for dinner, and I harvested the lettuce fresh off our garden hydroponic garden.
You got one? Wow.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. So you see it advertised on Facebook all the time. Well, we took the plunge back in November, and I harvested lettuce from that. I had some red onion in the fridge. I could have harvested some cherry tomatoes, but I want to save them for a specific dish. So I had some other store-bought grape tomatoes. I used those. Some sweet peppers. I used those. Different cheeses, and the dressing is an Italian dressing, which I do it by eye, except for the oil and vinegar components. I eyeball the spices, and one of the first things I put in every time is the garlic from Blue Rooster, followed by the onion, followed by some Italian seasoning and chives and all that stuff. But my father, it wouldn't be my mother, because my mother knows that I do these live streams. But my father, and I can guarantee you, he's gonna be like, "Well, why isn't he picking up the phone? I'll call him again." So
and again.
it just that I told you. There's something on his mind that if it's the third time, I'll have to pick it up, because it will not stop. It is. It can't be anything that important. But let's just find out. I was expecting it to be my niece Shannon, just to bust my hump, but we shall see. Oh God! So
Oh yeah. Don't. I
not
would
the
advise
devil's
you-
lettuce, and
I
it's
would
not a
advise
hyper.
you go easy on the garlic and stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, garlic.
You
is
don't
good.
need you don't need much though.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute. Keep the show.
Great. Now I got to carry it. Okay. Well, anyway, it's going to turn into another ad for Blue Rooster. No, not really. So we've got 4 spices. Well, I guess it did. We got 4 spices up there, and they're fantastic. Fantastic. Really worth the money. Blue Rooster, AmericanKitchen.com. So you're welcome, hon. Anyway, she's not even home. Anyway, I feel like I'm just doing another Radio Grognard right now. Let's watch Eric talk to his dad. Dad, it's D&D. Dad, no, you don't win it. You don't win D&D like Monopoly. No. And you don't just use the regular. What? Why am I using all the funky dice? What? Oh man, he still thinks I'm playing it.
Style.
Oh, okay. So that
It's not going to be an outright oops.
Oh
It's gonna be
my
that-
God!
Oh, God.
This was
Never mind. All right, bye.
this.
Keep an eye on it now.
Oh my God! This was just fucking classic. Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
All right, so here I'm gonna give a little behind the screens, and then if you are, listen, you're a member of a family. There are certain, like, everybody has rules, right? So my little rule with my parents, they're up in the Poconos right now, and my little rule is, hey, listen, you got all my passwords for all my different, like, on-demand accounts, right, on my different streaming services. Do me a favor, don't hang the fucking passwords from the refrigerator. I saw that, right? Because I said, I don't want to advertise it for the world. Do me a favor, Pop, just leave it in your underwear drawer. Nobody's gonna, just leave it there.
The only thing I could think of as far as any kind of thing like that I would post on a refrigerator or a wall or something like that would be the the router's password
So
because
I was-
everybody uses that.
right. So he calls up and he's like, so finally I was like, he's gonna keep calling. I was like, there's this I go, Pop, I am doing a live stream. Be quick. Oh, all right. There's a piece of paper with all the passwords on it, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, it was on the refrigerator. I go, yeah, I took it home. Well, you have it? I go, yes, I have it because I specifically said don't hang it from the fridge. You hung it from the fridge.
Yeah, he
I
goes,
took it
and
off.
he goes, oh, it has all the passwords on it. And you're like, yes, my passwords.
Oh my god. They've been up there for a week. He finally realized. It's great. But yeah, I was going to tell him when I took it home weeks ago. Why? Actually,
Why
no.
ruin the surprise?
Actually, yeah, that was actually November when we were up there that I took it home. Oh God. I had to share that enjoyment. It made my heart grow 3 times larger, which would not be very good. But I'm just saying, it made me happy. No, back to the farts. And yes, Blue Rooster. Listen, we don't Flint. Just so you all know, okay. We don't do sponsors on this show. We don't do sponsors on
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
aliens. God damn it!
It's not sponsors, but it's sponsors.
We don't do paid sponsors. Now, will I say, hey, Glen's wife has something going on, or hey, there's Wizard Tower
Racist
Games
guy
has a new
comes.
product, but I'm not getting paid for this stuff. Okay, I do it because they're friends of the channel. They're not being sponsored, but I am highlighting. Okay, 'cause sponsorship, and I'm not saying you can't do this well, but if I'm going to take money for sponsorship, it's going to have to be from a company like, I don't know, Frog God or Pacesetter Games, where I have a personal relationship with the owners of the company. I know them as people. I know them and the work they create. I know their integrity. Because once I take money from you to advertise, and I'm not talking about like Google ads, and I'm not talking about affiliate stuff, but I am talking about if I'm going to take money from you to shill your shit, I better know that I am doing it for someone that I can honestly say are good people. So that's why we don't do sponsorships. And I know people are like, but you could. I go, yeah, I could. And I've been offered.
Yeah.
I don't.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. You should have seen what I was doing while you were taking that call. I was kind of doing your end of the I was doing a Bob Newhart. I was doing your end of the no, Dad, you don't win D&D.
Dad, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. You don't get a Netflix password, Pop. You don't get it. Do you understand? You just don't get it. You can't handle the truth, damn it. You can't handle.
Speaking of spy, I got a curry. Ooh, curry. Mm. What did Dave win now?
Dave, maybe somebody will tell you. I don't know. I just gave away like 5 prizes.
You gave away the dog.
I gave away a dog. I gave away a dog, damn it.
Your dog.
Yeah, Johnny, it's familiar, right? Yeah, it's like Pop, how many times did I tell you not to? And I've been telling him that for ages. And a little background info: when my niece was staying up there with her girlfriend, with my niece's grandparents, and my niece was like, "Oh, when I get up there, the first thing I'm going to do is write down your Netflix password and your password for Disney and your." I was like, "Pop, take the passwords down." What? Put them in a drawer, and he did. He did. I give him credit, and then he put them back out. I don't know why. I logged him into everything he needs to be logged into. I don't get it. Dave, it could be Holmes. It could be Holmes. If you really need me to, I will go back later and rewatch the give. I've had to do that, and it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I've had to do that because I don't write anything down. It's not how the second most organized man in the OSR, Bad Mike being the most organized man, would handle stuff. You know, just
That's why you're
can't.
second.
Except, who does number 2 work for?
Who is number one?
Brought to you by new TSR. Brought to you by TSR
Lanasa.
Second Edition. That's the name.
But,
That's the name.
brought to you by the Lanasa Septic Sucking Service.
Oh, hey. I am not a lawyer, but I do play one on TV and pay for the best law firm that money can buy.
What, Saul Goodman?
I don't got Saul Goodman, but I got good representation. You
Better
know
call Saul then.
it's like, hey, I need good representation. I could go cheap, or I could go. I was like, I'll take the second option where you get what you pay for, right? Because
especially in lawyers.
Yeah, you can go cheap, or you can get what you pay for. Right? Listen, not just lawyers. I mean, when it comes to buying household goods, the whole penny wise, pound foolish does exist. Now, can you know, like here or there, can you make decisions that you, with your own experience, we can go, oh, I can save a little money here, I can save a little money there. But sometimes you go to save a lot of money, what you just do is you throw away your money. I'm not willing to throw away my money. Hector,
I've always been known as a cheap bastard when it comes to my hobbies, but if I'm going to do something right and I want it to make it stick, I'll spend the money.
Yeah, it's like I guess our big screen TV. It's a 70. I think it's a 75-inch Sony or a 70-inch.
Yeah, we got one of those.
Yeah, I got it. We got it 3 years ago for Black Friday, and it's like Rich, like, do we really want to spend that much? I go, we're not gonna. This isn't like a one and done. We're gonna keep this for 10 years, or more. No, we're gonna spend the money on it.
Well, it was funny. It was Becky's idea to get. We got a 4K 70-inch, 75-inch, something like that, and we had a decent like 60-inch or whatever. Why do you want to do that? Because we're getting old, and I want to see the screen. Oh, okay. You better get me a DVD. You better get me a Blu-ray player along with it then, because I want to watch 4K stuff. And if you never watch 4K stuff, my God. Even the streaming stuff looks great.
Bob G, I am a registered rep. All the folks that think using an advisor is a waste of money have no clue how to invest. That is certainly true. I mean, I have finding a good investment broker or such is, and I'm not giving advice, but in my family, we had a father-son team that were actually doing a great job. We didn't know this, keeping an eye on my mother's cousin and his wife. They were checking in, and we realized stuff was going on is because they gave us a call and said, "Hey, we're checking up on Carl, and something seems to be a little amiss." So that's when you know that you found people that are more concerned about the person involved than necessarily making their commissions, and that's when I decided to put my money with them.
Yeah, good idea.
But
yes, Dave, I was foolish for about 20 years too.
Well, remember, Dave.
I'm sorry. I had to say it. Because there's always one guy say, "I don't watch TV," or "I don't do this."
Well, no, he didn't say he doesn't watch
years.
He said he didn't say he doesn't watch.
I don't watch TV. I just watch movies on my VCR. That's what I do.
Well, remember though, he's in the UK, and if you have a TV, what else do you have?
Payment. You got a
You gotta pay
license.
the tax. You got to
Yeah.
pay the license fee. But if you watch the same shows on your computer, they can go F
Oh wow! Oh
themselves.
wow! It's up to 160 pounds now. Wow! I mean, I did tags for the car today, and I paid like over. I had two. We had two cars I had to get tags for. It was like $370. But I found out that Oklahoma is now doing something where I don't have to buy I can do a 2-year reservation or a 2-year registration, tag registration, which is nice. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Wow. It just went up 15 pounds. It went up 10%.
Wow.
And there's no inflation. Don't you want that?
Yeah. Let me tell you about my meds. Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't even. Please don't even get there.
I take Ozempic for my diabetes, and I usually pay around 70 bucks because it's usually like 200 for like a week's worth or a month's worth. Because I got the card and the discount, it just went up 20 bucks. Even with the discount, I pay 90 now.
Well, and here's the thing. I was getting the Mounjaro, which is essentially the same, and I was getting that for $35 a month. My insurance though wasn't covering it, so that was good for like 10 months, and then last July 1st they did away with that, and if your insurance wasn't covering, it was now going to be $400 a month. They suck you in, right? And then they knew that was going to be a limited deal. And then like I'm not paying $400 a month. I got other medications that are also with my union prescription plan. I was literally blowing my maximum yearly budget
I might
6 months out. So, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I pay for my metformin too, but it isn't very much. Oh, get this. I'm fighting with the insurance right now over Creon, which is my digestive enzyme I take to be able to eat.
Right.
And I've been on that since I got my pancreas removed. And all of a sudden, they don't want to pay for it. I remember last year, all my meds, they started to kick back. And I said, what's going on? I said, well, the insurance companies, they all canceled all prescriptions in that, at the end of the year. So I had to go in and have them redo all the prescriptions.
Because it needed a prior approval. It's like, oh, you need a pre-approval for this one.
Well, yeah, we had a pre-approval. Yeah, we did,
but
it's
all. Now they're going to redo it. If I needed it before, I'll need it again. How about that one?
So I'm fighting on Creon. They're going, well, it's got to be somebody who's a specialist in this. Look, specialist, nothing. You had the damn. I've been taking this for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I'd like to digest my food. Thank you.
Well, and here's the thing. All right. And this is what surprised the hell out of me when I was hospitalized over 3 years ago with my congestive heart failure. They wanted to send me home with the Magic Life Vest, which was, I just thought it was going to be kind of cool. Wear this vest that has a built-in defibrillator, basically. So if your heart gets out of rhythm, I was like, and the hospital and my specialist, who was a heart failure specialist, said this was needed, and it was denied, and it was appealed, and it was denied, and it was appealed second time, and it was denied. And do you now what? This is a cardiac issue, right? This is for the heart. So if you are going to deny something it's regarding the heart, right? You would think that he's the cardiologist, somebody who specializes in the heart, to evaluate that. Now, maybe an internist, right? Somebody who's a generalist and still can have some further knowledge. No. My appeals and my initial, by the way, it's the same doctor who denied me and denied my appeals. That makes a lot of sense. Gynecologist. So just in case I was looking to use this as a tampon, it wouldn't have been very effective.
I don't know if, yeah, well, I understand. Well, my procedures, why it took so long to do my legs was the insurance, they put it in as elective. It says, yeah, we're waiting on it. It's an outpatient elective surgery. I said, elective? I'm in pain. How can it be elective?
You elected to be in pain. You didn't know that,
I
Glenn?
guess so. I guess so. Hi,
You
Grandma.
said, "Hey, I'll be in pain. Let me done this."
They have yet to do that to me, Bob, but I expect they will soon. We've got to be. We're trying to meet our deductible as fast as we can every year, just so we can get have to pay nothing for prescriptions or something.
Well, here's again with my union plan. Once I use up the benefit, everything is out of pocket. So it's like, ooh, I needed to do some maneuvering. Well, you know what, and here's we still don't know. One of the procedures involved in Rachel's breast cancer. One of the procedures that were when they removed the tumor. One of the things they did was radioactive dye tracing to see which other lymph nodes how to get done. Well, apparently it was considered experimental, and it got denied, and the denial arrived the day after the surgery.
Yeah, like Bob was telling here.
It's like, all right, well, here's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Afterwards, denial. Yep. Exactly. Bob.
Sexy grandma. Yes, I said that.
Yeah.
He's good looking, but I'm gonna keep. Oh, Glenn, I got to talk to myself sometimes. Be nice. Anyway, yes, I am nice, but we're just talking old fart medical stuff.
This is the bonus. This is the bonus segment of Gamers Health. The health of gamers.
I won't worry about it until I get such bad arthritis I can't roll dice.
David's thinking of going private for my second eye surgery as the National Health Service is useless. Waiting over 4 years. You know what? I haven't seen a perfect health program. United States is far from perfect in the way it manages healthcare, but the way the UK and Canada and others do it, I mean, my uncle's wife, I think, waited a year and a half before she could even get an MRI on her shoulder that she couldn't move, and had to wait another 2.5 years for surgery on that shoulder.
Wow.
There's a problem with all these systems. There's no with the panacea. There's no instant cure for this, and I wish there was.
Gap insurance. That's about it. Yeah, cannot wait till I already got mine. I don't have the Part D though. Because we're still on Blue Cross Blue Shield and Medicare is our secondary. So until we stop using the other one, I won't worry about Part D.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. South American dental care. We heard about that in Mexico. Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Go get your drugs there too.
Yeah. Whatever works. People. Are there even actually? There were about to say, are there even 7 million people in the UK? But yeah, there are. Never mind, Dave. I was poking fun, and then it was gonna be like, I'm 7 years to go. 65 and retire. What can I tell you?
I got new dentures a while ago. New knees. I'm assuming you have arthritis in the knees or something, because I had arthritis and I had one of the pads break down. I got comb shots about 10 years ago, and they're still working.
Damn.
I mean, I did the shot. The doctor says, look, I can do these comb shots. It may last a month. It may last 3 months, but there's no guarantee it's going to be a perfect fit. It worked. I mean, I still got some arthritis, but my knees do not hurt all the time. It's great.
Nice.
So comb shots are the way to go for me.
I gotta mention that possibly to my my orthopedist.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I went in for like a month, once a week to get the shots, and after the first set of shots, I could tell a difference. It was unbelievable. Yes, new dentures. I still got reader glasses, but I did get a new pair of dentures a while back, 6 months ago, because my old dentures, they finally wore out. Once the lowers start breaking all the time, you know what? You know what's so funny? My lowers broke with me chewing a Hershey's Kiss, and they cracked. You believe that?
Oof. Been my 2 old men talking health. God damn it, kids, get off my Medicare, my Medicare. I
Well,
care about Medicare. Sorry.
Well, I guess we ran out of role playing stuff.
Well,
That happens on my show all the time. It's like, what the hell are we going to talk about today?
No, we're almost an hour and 40 into it, so we're probably about our natural break point. God. Folks, there's a link on the bottom of the screen. Oh, that's not the link. Hold on a second there. That's the email.
Give them the right link. Okay.
The GoFundMe for Ben Shields. Ben Shields is James Shields' son, was his son. James was 19. He took his life on December 31st. So that link on the screen will take you to the GoFundMe to support. Because the Taverns community is extremely generous. I already backed the first 250 generated by members of this community, both here on the blog side, on the Discord side. You folks are awesome. But of course, more support could always be useful. Suicide hotline number 988. If you're in the States, don't hesitate to call if you think you may need their services. Don't be too proud. Don't be embarrassed. This is for you. And tomorrow night, Gamers Health at 8 p.m. We got the updates. Yes, Mike. Stop.
No, it's not.
Balls. Stop us. Waxy sucks, and so do my hips. I want to see Mike shake. I want to see Mike do the no. God. On top of that, some countries require genetic screening, and if you and your spouse pop bad genes, your pregnancy and future child care is not covered. Hell, they may not let you marry. Well, let's just be honest. Being married is not a prerequisite in this day and age to having kids.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. Like, subscribe, and comment. We have 3,148 subscribers. I'd like to see 3,150 for the win, please.
Yay!
And by the way, big news from Runehammer. All right.
What?
Grandma, throw it in. Throw it in so you can see what the news is, so I can know what the news is. Well, what is Runehammer doing?
What is that crazy guy doing? I love his stuff.
He is going mortar and brick. He's open.
Yes. Brick and mortar. No, he's. In fact, I think my game store has a few copies of Index Card. At least I saw the D6. The Easy D6 there. Yeah, these should go brick. I hope he can make that work.
Oh wait, he's actually opening up a store.
Okay, got it.
God bless
him. Good luck.
Yep. This is I'm and again, no inside knowledge. This is a time when investing in a retail store of a specialty market like that you better be of the donor class because you are likely donating a lot of your time and money.
DM Dave's doing it right. Dave's doing. He runs his game store as a sideline. His
Yeah.
real money is publishing 5e stuff.
Well, there you go. I mean, retail is rough overall, and
And he puts a lot of work. Even then, he puts a lot of work into that game store. There's a lot of variety in that game store, and he sets up games and all this other stuff. So, more power to him, man. DM Dave.
God bless. All right. Well, hey, hour and 40. I think we've reached that natural gestation moment.
I think RPG Grandma wants us to. I don't know. Yes, Runehammer is a company.
Yep. All right, folks. On that note, but remember, folks, I did not punch out Glenn. Glenn took care of that himself.
And this is not an STD; it's a cut.
So it's not a Star Trek disease. Ooh. Bring it back to the geekdom. But thank you to our live stream.
Bye, Dave.
Thank you to our new member who signed up right before the show. And
yes, he did.
Other than that, be safe, be well. God bless.
Listen to Radio Grognard.
Listen to Radio Grognard. Roll those dice, roll them well. Glenn and I will be back in 2 weeks next Friday. Next Friday, there will be a live play of Shadow Dark being run by Greg Christopher.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a scary ass shit. So, you want to see us a bunch of old grognards busting each other's balls and enjoying Shadow Dark next Friday at 8 p.m. All right, folks. On that note,